In today's Wednesday Reads, we are talking about redesigning happiness. It is the story of my life. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. It's the story of a suddenly single mother who finds herself perfectly designed, fame-bound life upended by a surprise from the past. Sounds like some twists in there. Here to talk more about that is Gwen Reyes, our very favorite book critic here. I like the title of this one,
right?
Though, Redesigning Happiness.
Yeah.
So what happens to this mom? I mean, can we give away what the surprise is?
We can definitely give it away because it is as the last day of my summer rom-com series I've been doing. This is, of course, a romance. So there is a happy ending that we're getting to, but it also involves a little bit of a love triangle, which is one of my favorite themes in romances.
I know how you like those love triangles.
I do. I love when two people are fighting over one person. I'm very into it. But in this one, we've got a woman who is trying to take the next steps in her career. She's working with her new fiancé on a television show. They're both like home decorators. And then the owner of the network turns out to be her ex-boyfriend, who is also the father of her son, and does not know that he is the father of the son.
Ah, there's a twist.
So lots of twists, lots of things going on. But all that stuff is really, really nutty and crazy. But really, it's all about the love story between Yvonne and her son and trying to figure out sort of which man in her life is the right fit.
And there's a lot of life in there too, because, you know, we're talking about a single mom who's obviously balancing that with, you know, trying to keep a career going, and it sounds like her life at work is a little bit messier maybe than some of us have to deal with on a daily basis. And
it's one of those things where you feel like it's almost like she has so much drama going on in her real world, and then she has to go to work and kind of deal with it too because she can't get away from it. Her partner is also the person that she's a co-host with. The person running the network is somebody that she also has history with. So she can't get away from it, and that's really, really sloppy.
You know how I always like to find, like, what is the thing about a character that attracts you to that character and makes you kind of root for them as you're going through a book? Do you find yourself thinking, yeah, I've been there where, like, you know, you've got all the drama from home, it's still with you kind of at work, and then you've got new stuff at work that's adding on top of that, and somehow you're supposed to still do your job and make that home life thing work.
Yeah,
too.
it's impossible, right? It's as they always tell us that we can do everything and we can balance it all, but really we can't. And that's something that Yvonne has to really struggle with, is kind of understanding what the priorities are. And so I definitely think that that is something that is so recognizable and so identifiable for our viewers, because that's something that they can see in themselves. Even if they're not dealing with two men falling in love with them, they're definitely dealing with real stuff in their real lives.
So I'm worried about where we go next week, because this finishes out the summer series of the happier, fun, kind of fantastical books. Are we going to go to a dark place
Reality
next
is
week?
setting in, Jason. Get ready for the darkness.
And very soon she's going to be on with us to talk about TV shows for the fall too, because, you know, she goes to Hollywood and hangs out with
do what I can.
all those folks. So she's going to give us the inside track on that. Gwen, as always,
thanks, Jason.
Thanks for being with us today.